Okay. Thank you very much. I'm proud to say that I've been with CS for last 8+ years across different roles and helping organizations across Asia Pacific to drive transformation using technologies. Currently based in Singapore, and glad to be here on this occasion where we welcome Ferdy as part of our growing family of global business. I'll just give a quick view on who we are as an organization, what we stand for, and what we want to achieve and help organizations in the Philippines. As an organization, sorry, I think we need to solve for this problem. As an organization, I don't know if a lot of you have heard about the word Searce. It's not a dictionary word in its shape and form, but it is a very well accepted word. It means to refine. It's a fine sieve. And that's where our CEO around 20 years back got this idea that we need to use technology to refine business processes to the finest degree of excellence. That's where we derive our name. Who we are as an organization, we are a technology consulting company focused on driving out business-focused outcomes using technology. We are very much outcome-focused. That's how we differentiate ourselves. If I have to put it very simply, we have the functional consulting organizations, and then we have a typical system integrator organization. We believe there is a big gap in between for an organization that can come in, understand your business objectives, also have a solid understanding of technology, and bridge this gap to drive real business outcomes. And that's what we are trying to achieve here by creating our own category as a consulting organization to help enterprises in the Philippines and the world. From a purpose perspective, this word is very close to our heart, futurify. In today's world, with artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and general evolution of technology, things are evolving on a day-to-day basis. As a business, as someone running their own enterprises, large-scale organization with like millions of people depending on their products and services, you need to be on top of your game when it comes to technology adoption. Not just for the region, but also for the world. And which means that you need to be future ready on an ongoing basis. That is where we focus a lot on this word futurify, where we help organizations futurify their technology, their business processes, their go-to-market activities to ensure they continue to remain on top of their game as part of their business. We also believe in excellence through iterations. As an organization, we have always focused on emerging technologies. And the thing about emerging technologies, it changes rapidly. So what we believe is the work we do is not a one-time project, it's not a one-time activity, but it is something that as a culture we need to inculcate in the organizations and the partners that we work with to drive iterations to the finest degree of excellence. We want to solve the business problems for better using technology. That's the summary that I would put forward to describe Searce. How we do this, we focus on some of the top technology players. I'll talk about some of our top partners, where even Ferdy comes from, how we have worked with these leading providers to take their technology and build solid use cases that can drive business outcomes for the organization. We also do this by hiring the best quality solvers, which is what we call our CSCLs. We hire top talent and we look at how best can we enable them with the latest technology information, latest technology knowledge, and ensure they are in best position to help enterprises globally to achieve the best outcomes. We started the company, CEO founded the company 20 years back. So we just celebrated our 20th year this year. It was a big celebration a couple of months back. When we started the company, it started with the same mission and vision that we spoke about. So nothing has changed over the last 20 years when we go to in terms of our go-to-market. It's just the technology that we use has changed. So we started with looking at using technologies that were available in early 2000s to drive business process modernization using technology. We started then building our own products. We were among the pioneers in Asia Pacific to build SaaS products in 2008-2009, where we built our own SaaS HRMS and few other products that we took to market. And as we saw the cloud, we built those on cloud, and we saw that cloud is going to be the future. And that's where I think early 2010s we invested significantly in building a cloud practice, where we partnered with Google Cloud based on the technology edge to take Google Cloud products to the market, starting in US and the Asia Pacific market. Since then, we have been growing our technology partnerships and the available technologies. As of now, we focus on around like 20 plus partners, the likes of Google, AWS, Databricks, Confluent, etc. We work with a lot of open source technologies to bring the best possible solution forward to the customer. As of now, we are close to 1,300 plus people globally, driving impact for close to 2,000 plus companies globally. If you look at some of our services, you would see we bring a holistic practice approach to drive transformation across your business processes. So we have 8 key practices. I'll deep dive into some of those as we progress. But we use these practices when put together can impact each and every business process within an organization, whether it's your revenue function, whether it's your HR function, whether it's your IT function. What we want to ensure is we don't limit ourselves to certain technology choices as we help to modernize the infrastructure, applications, and the business of the largest enterprises within the Philippines and the world. From a partnership perspective, again, we want to ensure that we use best technologies available. We believe it is going to be a multi-cloud world, and we want to ensure that we are in position to put forward our best solutions to our customer. So we partner with Google Cloud and AWS primarily to drive this. We are one of the largest partners for both the OEMs globally. We are a premier MSP and advanced consulting partner for Google and advanced consulting partner for AWS. What we also have is what they call specializations and competencies. These are very important because these are given to the partners who have demonstrated repeat success, where customers have vouched for the work that we have done, where they award us these specializations and competencies. What this means is we have shown our technical competencies time and over again and again, and helped customers, and customers have been vocal about it. So what we bring as we grow in the Philippines is not just our team, but also our global expertise, specializations, competencies. This will put us as one of the top partners in Philippines when it comes to the number of specializations and competencies that we carry. In terms of just a wider view on some of the practice and I think how it comes together specifically as Philippines grows its digital ambition, what we are looking at is a digital native ecosystem that is thriving fast. A lot of startups coming up. We have been working with few of them, the likes of Kumu, ESL and few others, across helping them to scale to millions of Filipinos. How do you ensure your infrastructure and application works in the best possible way? We also have location intelligence as one of our practice, where we help mobility solution. We help with mobility solutions using Google Maps. For example, how do you manage a workforce of few thousand people that is on the ground driving different services for you? How you optimize their utilization? How do you ensure they are assisted in the best possible way using the location intelligence that's available on Google Maps? AI is of course one of our fastest growing practice globally. We are an AI specialized partner. We have invested significantly into not just building the competency but also building some products and accelerators. What these accelerators do for the organization, it makes their adoption of AI technologies very easy. So we are taking a very pragmatic view when it comes to AI. We know there are great technology investments being made by some of the top global technology players. We will use their technology, but we want to be closer to your business. We want to actually see how your AI technologies will help your business, and that's where we build our accelerators. Lastly, I think future of work is something which is very important when it comes for Philippines as a country to continue be a leader in terms of their talent, in terms of their productivity. What we bring as part of this practice is that within an organization, how are your team structured? How are you ensuring the productivity of the team using AI tools and technologies? How are you automating business processes using AI tools and technologies within your organization? So we bring all these practices together to build a solid solutioning practice for the organization. And I'm glad to say we will be investing across all these practices in Philippines. So we are not coming with just a couple of practices, but we are going to ensure we invest across all these practices as we grow in the country. From an industry perspective, the width of the work that we do and the technology capabilities we carry makes us capable to serve across industries. But what we have done is build expertise in certain industries that you see here, where we understand the business processes and the business segments of these industry verticals, and we are in position to ensure how they can become better at their business. So retail, telco within Philippines are some of the top verticals where we see there's a solid requirement of modernization, of transformation, and we are quite confident to bring some of our solution to some of the leading players in the country to drive the transformation. I've been talking a lot about outcomes. And that's something I wanted to showcase, that when we are talking about using technology to drive outcomes, these are the outcomes that we have already been driving globally. So I'm not going to go into each of them, but when we look at the applied AI as a practice, these are the outcomes that we've been driving for different kind of verticals. So when we are going to, let's say, retail organizations, we are helping them with their product development, marketing, with their making sure that e-commerce strategies, right, etc., etc. Same goes for data analytics. Again, solid set of outcomes that we have been driving using data and analytics as a practice. We again work with Google Cloud, AWS, Databricks to bring best of their products to drive some of these business outcomes that you see on this slide. And lastly, infrastructure modernization. We believe this is the core of any digital transformation project. Your basic infrastructure needs to be ready to support the growth, the scale, and the AI and the data adoption for your organization. So we do invest a significant portion of the time with organizations to get the building blocks right by focusing on infrastructure and application modernization as a practice. How we are structured globally is we have our global teams, which are our practices teams that you see here. Then we have our consulting team. Me, Ferdy, we are all part of our consulting team. We represent the best of Searce, which is across practices. How do we bring together all practices to drive solutioning and the outcomes in the region? So as we work with our customers, the consulting team is responsible to bring together a set of subject matter experts from practices to drive right set of solution. Once we do that, we have our delivery teams who is actually responsible to deliver what we have promised. And I'll just spend 2-3 minutes after this slide to go a bit towards our delivery methodology, because that is where I believe we are differentiated significantly, because we have a very different approach. And again, I'm glad to say that there are some regions where we just have sales and practice presence, but there are some regions where we invest aggressively to also build a delivery presence. So I'm glad to say we already have a delivery presence in Philippines, which we are going to grow by hopefully 200% in next 12 months. This will mean that we will be delivering for Philippines enterprise from the Philippines by bringing the capabilities that we have globally with the work that we have done in US, in India, and Singapore and other regions. Just diving a bit more on our delivery methodology, right? We have trademarked this word called EVLOS. As you see, there are a lot of non-dictionary words that we are very big on using. If you look at what is EVLOS, EVLOS is solved spelled backwards. This goes back to our mission of solving for better. So this is part of our DNA, this is part of our culture. Anytime we are talking with the customer, we are always looking to solve for better. So we have this framework where we look at how best do we EVLOS your process, how do we solve your process for better. So we go into this 5-step process. First is, of course, understanding how you currently do things. We don't want to be order takers. We are not order takers. We are not a system integrator that will do what is written in the RFP. We like to challenge the status quo. We like to understand whether what we are doing will impact your business, how will it impact your business, how will you quantify this. And this is where a lot of enterprises might not be the right partners for us, because we do want the leadership of an enterprise to have that digital transformation mindset, to have that digitization mindset, because we want to lead with our AVLOS framework. Then we focus on how best we consult the organizations using our practices that we mentioned. Implement, manage, and another important element is improve, because we don't believe that a project is done once you deploy it. As we said, the technologies keep evolving, so you need to ensure you continue to improve and iterate upon it to have the best possible outcomes. And to put money where our mouth is, we are also pioneering globally with this pricing model of outcome-based pricing, where we are not charging organizations just to do the work in a typical system integrator model. We will charge based on outcomes we deliver. I'll give you an example. We are working with a banking customer where we are helping them transform their contact center. They used to have 3,000 agents managing close to 200,000 queries every month. Using AI, we are in position to drive that down from 3,000 to 1,500. The queries down to from 500,000 to 300,000 using deflection technologies. And we make agents productive by helping them resolve the query from, let's say, 45 minutes to 30 minutes. So how we are going to charge for this solution, which we custom build using some of the technologies, is we'll charge you per every minute saved of your agent, per every case deflected. So we are not expecting you to pay us in upfront capex heavy investment, and we will do a job and leave without seeing the realization of the project. We really want to get paid if we drive outcomes. Now it's a double-edged sword, but for us, because we can make a lot of money, because if we drive solid outcomes, it means that the customer is saving a lot of money, we are making a lot of money. But if we don't deliver, we don't make any money, we put a lot of efforts. But we are confident in terms of our solutioning, in terms of our services, and we have been doing this again and again globally, that we are going aggressively with this model in the market, and we are hoping enterprises embrace us with this outcome-based pricing model, because I do believe this is something that is changing in the service industry landscape also. Organizations, they don't want to just buy the SaaS solutions, but at the same time, they also don't want to build from scratch in a typical cost plus a system integrator model. What the industry needs is somewhere in the middle, where you have a right set of partners, not system integrators, who will help you achieve real outcomes and only get paid if they achieve outcomes. And that's where we are trying to create a category within the country. So with that, I'm very happy to introduce Ferdy, who is going to, Ferdy is not new to Searce, I would say. He has been working with us as a partner for last 2+ years, and has been critical to our success in the region so far. He needs no introduction, but I'll let him introduce. But what I can say is Searce is extremely excited and happy to have him on board. He brings a lot of consulting, solutioning experience. He brings the right DNA that we talked about, and we are very glad to have right set of leadership to grow the team in the region. So over to you, Ferdy. Thank you.